Hey, what's up guys, Mudded HD here, and welcome to episode 5 of the best of the best. And in the previous episode, we were going through the friendlies, making a couple of signings. Jose Enrique and Zarate joined the club in the previous episode, and we did average in the friendlies. We were trying to mix it up with the formation, trying to get that right formation that I like it for this team. It's really difficult to find it in the 3 matches that we had, but I felt that a 4-4-2 was going to work it, and this is the first game against Man City here, and I gotta say I was kind of nervous, and it was not one of my favourite times really, and I was excited as well, and in some ways I was quite nervous as well to be playing in this league, because I want this series to be a success. I want to do good, but it's going to be difficult on Legendary and playing against these top teams who are very much in it to win it with us. And Benfica are probably not a team that is really challenging for it, but I want to get great performances out of this team so we can really push on. For if we do this series again, guys, then we can push on and maybe get a different team. But anyway, this Man City game, the first chance they got, they nicked the ball off me and almost went up to my goal and scored. They hit the crossbar somehow, but from that, we managed to settle ourselves into the game. Jermaine Defoe has an amazing shot, despite his very, very small body. He just manages to get so much power on them balls, but Man City were still amazing. Yaya Toure is an absolute god in this game. And there we go, Man City yet again getting unlucky in the final third. But it was really a game that we could not really let too loose. And you see there, and very nice across the goal ball. Kind of classified as a sweaty goal, but I'll let them off with that because that was a pretty nice divine ball. But then Zarate came on as a substitute. He wasn't in the first team, and he came on with pretty much his first touch. He put the ball into the back of the net with an absolute awesome shot, and then our keeper went and saved it with his face. What an absolute legend. And we managed to keep it at 1-1, and I gotta say I was absolutely impressed with the team's performance. I felt like a 1-1 draw was a fair result for the team, and we performed very much on par with Man City. Okay, they had the big players, and we got looking for a big player here, and that's James Milner from Man City, and I really want to get him in because he's a solid CM. And he just is someone that's going to be there. He can go forward. He's got that long shot trait. He's going to be absolutely awesome if we do manage to go and sign him up. Of course, he's going to cost us quite a bit because he does play for Man City. He is a high rating and still quite young to be, to a matter of fact. But anyway, a couple of players have gone up in rating already. I'm quite surprised some of these players have already done that. Witzel has gone up 1. Amar has gone down 1. I was kind of unimpressed with that, but you gotta really take it that he's 33 now. I think he's 33, and he's gonna go down in ratings. But we still have a couple of players who have gone down. Our keeper, he's gonna be retiring at the end of the season, but we don't really care because we're in it for 1 season. And there we go, some loan players going up in overalls, 2 for a couple of them. But anyway, we got a game against Atletico Madrid, and they still retained Falcao in the team. And I got to say, Atletico Madrid has a great team, really, overall. But they have that one-class player that's Falcao, who's absolutely amazing. I got to say, that ball into the ball in from Turan there was absolutely exquisite. And they managed to get a goal with Adrian, who is their other striker. And we had to go out and try and find another way. And this is one of the biggest mistakes by Defoe. Why did he go and header it? And maybe I was a bit trigger happy on the B button, trying to go for the header there. But really, it's not a way you want to be taking it. From that range, a keeper at this level is going to get it every single time. And Atletico Madrid managed to get a penalty after a very, very poor foul. A very poor tackle by one of our players. I think it was Gary, and it was not going well. As Falcao was not going to miss that, and I went the wrong way. And we were now 2-0 down against Atletico Madrid. And it just seemed like we couldn't get in behind their defence. It was like a solid brick wall. And when we did, we just couldn't get it into the right position of when we could put it into the back of the net. And that's really where it left us. And we end up losing that game 2-0. So we're really struggling on the up front sort of situation as as many YouTubers say, you have to score more goals than the opponents, and many pundits say that as well. And that is really the aim of the game. And Man City were really pushing towards a 10 million deal. £10 million deal for James Milner, and that was something we could not fund with the funds that we had right now. We had about 7 million to spend, and we just couldn't put that much money up. So I was trying to get a player that they would take, and they really wouldn't take any of our players, seeing as the quality and depth of really absolutely amazing players that they have at that club. And they will not take any of my players, really. The players that I offered were sort of semi-classes in this team and really wouldn't have made it into the Man City. But it was worth a try anyway. And I really backed off that James Milner deal. And there we go. 10 million is an extortionate amount of money. But for him, probably a good price and probably an underrated player in real life. Just like Michael Carrick as well. But we had to change our sort of areas, and you just see there we won that Crystal Palace game. I'm going to be simming all the League Cup games and FA Cup and stuff like that, because I don't need to get involved with all that stuff, because it's really not going to work, and I just play the reserves pretty much for them. But Inler is a player that we want to go out and get. He's got great attributes, just like James Milner, great defending and a great passing ability. But it was on transfer deadline day, and I personally really don't have a lot of luck while doing career mode series, getting players in on transfer deadline day. I don't know what it is, maybe I'm leaving it too late, but 10.5 million was the amount they wanted, and for this guy it was kind of, wow, you are asking for that much when I could have got James Milner for that much when he's younger and possibly better. But Inler was someone I had to go for. I wasn't going to go back into that Milner deal because I knew Man City would have just rejected me anyway. So I was trying to fiddle about trying to get the right deal. And of course, it's going to be difficult because we don't have the right amount of money. We're trying to sell players left, centre and right. And Julio Cesar leaves the club, the goalkeeper that we had on the transfer list, and he manages to get 600k into the budget of mine. And then we go ahead and put Bruno Cesar in the deal with 3 million on top of that. And it still didn't work. It just wasn't going through. And it just wasn't working for Napoli, who own him right now. And I just had to go all out, and 3 hours left was not going to work because these guys responded like every 2 hours they responded, and 8.5 million was the offer I put in, just 2 million below what they wanted, and they went ahead and accepted that. And I wish they said 8.5 million, but of course they were going to try and get as much money as they can, and this was transfer deadline day. They were going to get as much money as they can, but really, I sent that offer off to Inler, and that was it. I couldn't get that deal accepted, and he declined it anyway because he didn't want to move from a top club. Well, he was a top player at his club, and I offered him the crucial contract. He would have played alongside Witsel, who's a great player with the afro, but it just really didn't help that deal did not go through, and it did not help the cause that we're trying to build here. And really, we're really down below in the league right now, but we've only played 2 games, so it's early doors. I'm trying to get the feel for the squad, trying to get that chemistry right between the squad as well, trying to get the right fit, playing Jermaine Defoe, playing Zarate, or just playing Rodrigo and Zarate. I'm trying to get that right feel, but we'll find out in the next episode because I'm going to leave the epic tale that's going on here. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. But anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. Leave any comments you want about this series. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.